All right, so welcome, everybody. So glad to have you here. My name is Dr. Oz, and I am the VP of Communications for Akana. Yes, this is a company that's been a part of since the day the company launched just shy of over 5 years ago. And it means in the hands of God. And that's so powerful. That's so important to us because we want to be in his hands. We want to order him to order our steps at all times. A little bit about who we are. We launched on April 20th of 2019. And we started with the line of CBD products and essential oils, and I'll explain a little bit more of that as we go along, exactly what that means. In 2020, we expanded that to include a complete line of wellness and weight management products. Then in 2021, we took another step further and joined in and involved ourselves in weight management products and wellness products. And you're going to hear a lot about that today. In 2021, we introduced what we call the flat belly lifestyle. We have more than, it says 27,000, but really it's over 30,000 customers, and we reinvest 1% of our gross profits to empower undeserved communities. We do our best every single day to deliver 5-star customer support. Our mission is that we believe that health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright. And by offering the most life-changing products in an innovative business, we empower people to elevate to their full potential. We've got to go back to the garden. We got to go back to the ground, like when our grandmothers used to grow everything and eat from the ground. Because our vision is to help you to elevate your well-being of your body and your soul. Why is wellness important? You see companies popping up all over the place. Well, here's the reason why. Because we've given birth to the first generation of children who are predicted to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. And by 2030, colon cancer is estimated to become the leading killer for people 20 to 49 years of age. And let me tell you something, that's all because of our diet. It's because of our food. It's because of what's happening with our food, some things that we have no control over. So we're blessed to have a full medical advisory board of doctors, MDs, PhDs. We've got chiropractors, we've got neuropathic doctors and naturopathic doctors. We've got social workers, we've got fitness trainers, we've got those that believe in herbal doctors, and those that believe in essential oils. This medical advisory board, so powerful, they don't just endorse our products, but they use our products. They use our products for their patients, for their clients, for themselves, for their families. What we want to do here at Akana, maybe you've never heard of blue zones. There are 6 areas in the world where people eat far less animal meat and live longer than average. See, we've got to do some changes to our lifestyle. It's not just a quick fix or taking a drink or doing one thing or the other, but we've got to do some things to the inside of our body. And there are 6 areas where people eat far less animal meat, animal protein, and they live longer than average, and they're strong and they're healthy and they're not in a wheelchair and they're not on a lot of medication and they're thriving. Unfortunately, we only have 1 in the United States. They're all over the world, Greece and Italy and Costa Rica and Japan and Singapore. How about let's create our own blue zone? Let us start with you. Let's start with ourselves, with our families, with our own neighborhoods and our own communities. So I'm gonna ask you the question, do you know anybody who's dealing with an issue? Let's start with pain. Pain in their body, pain when they wake up, pain when they go to work, pain when they go to sleep. Pain is their norm. But see, that doesn't have to be the case. We should not live our lives with pain or anxiety. Even inflammation is the core of so many different diseases. And what about the average person? The average person, especially in our community, either has diabetes or they have high blood pressure. I mean, it's usually one of the others, or they're on tons and tons of medication. I'm a licensed insurance agent, and I work with a lot of my Medicare clients. And oftentimes when I sit down to walk them through the Medicare system, they've got 5, 10, 15 different medications, 3 for the same thing. So how many of you know somebody, or maybe yourself, that you're doing everything you can every day just to manage your blood sugar, or you've been diagnosed with cancer and they told you you had stage 3 or stage 4 and never told you when you had stage 1. What about lupus that you're living with it? It's time to live your optimum lifestyle. But before I get into the products that we believe that will assist you in doing that, let me read this disclaimer. These products you're about to see are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. We never make any claims, but I'm gonna tell you something, our customers do. We promote a healthy lifestyle, including good nutrition, exercise, and proper rest. So it's not just about taking a pill, taking a shot, getting a product, drinking a juice. It's about a lifestyle. And when our customers combine those habits with our products, we see results similar to what you're going to witness today. Your results will be based on the time and effort you put towards maintaining a healthy lifestyle and following our recommendations. No, the FDA has not evaluated these statements, but I'm afraid of the things that they have evaluated when I see them on television and they say in the fine print, may cause death, may cause sickness, may cause hearing loss. What? Why would I want to take that? All of our trademarks and copyrights are the property of their respective owners and are not affiliated with, nor do they endorse this product. So let's jump into our categories of our wellness dispensary. It's a wellness dispensary. It's like having a store where you're having it right there online, kind of like Amazon, but it's all related to wellness. It's all related to improving and empowering your health. Whether it's to be calm or to get relaxed or have some relief, or whether it's to raise up your creativity and your passion, get your passion back, or maybe it's to detox your body. So let's look at the categories. Now, the person who invited you here, the person who connected you, if you jumped on a Facebook page and that's somebody's page that you jumped on and you want to get connected with them, you want to DM them when you see something that might be of interest to you. If you're on the Zoom and somebody invited you to the Zoom, it's important. For the next 2 days, we're doing this twice a day, at 12 noon and at 6 p.m. So we'll have another one of these presentations tonight at 6 p.m. Central Time, and then tomorrow at 12 noon and 6 p.m. So if you jump on here or you see this recording as it's played again and again and again, and you know somebody in your family, in your life, somebody you care about, then you want to connect them with us so that we can share with them this powerful information. The first category we're going to look at is called our flat belly lifestyle. I was talking about that. And it's not just people see that and they say, oh yeah, I need a flat belly. But it's not just about a flat belly, it's a lifestyle change. And it starts with knowing your blood type. How many of you know your blood type? Okay, put your hand up. You can definitely go to the chat and let me know you know your blood type by telling me what it is. Is it O? Is it A? Is it B? Or is it AB? Now, if you start using any other letters, that's not your blood type. So put it in the chat. Now, if you don't know your blood type, I want you to put that in the chat. IDK. I don't know. I didn't know my blood type when I first got this information, nor did I understand how important it was to know my blood type, because knowing my blood type is better than knowing my geography or my genealogy, because you could possibly be eating something that is toxic to your blood type. Tests have been shown that blood type A's should really try to avoid bananas. Are you a blood type A and you eat them every day? You chop them up in your cereal, you got to have a banana, or you love your lobster or your steak. Or there are more things that you should definitely avoid, but we're going to give you a list of things that are beneficial for you to eat, things that are okay, they're good, they're neutral, you can have them, and things that you should avoid. And even if you don't avoid them, at least minimize them. Because if you're blood type B and you eat chicken all the time, 2 or 3 times a week, you don't have to wonder why you're inflamed, why you get a headache. You don't have to wonder why you're bloated. You don't have to wonder why you have an autoimmune disease, because now that particular blood type B is fighting every time you eat a piece of chicken, whether it's baked, whether it's fried, whether it's stewed, whether it's no matter what, because it doesn't see it as a friend. It sees it as a foe. If you're blood type O and you love catfish, don't shoot the messenger. But knowing will change your life, because now you could avoid that or minimize that and watch and see what your body says. It'll say thank you. So whether you're an A, B, O, or AB, there are various things. Now, if you don't know, we have a blood type testing kit, and it's only $20. So you want to get back with the person that invited you to this. If you stumbled on Facebook or YouTube or any other social media platform to see this amazing information, you want to DM that person and say, look, I need that blood type testing kit. It only takes 5 minutes. Very easy to use, because they charge you a lot of money even at the doctor's office to get your blood type, to know what it is. And then somebody told me, well, my blood type, let me look at my license. Well, it's not on there. Okay. And some doctors will ask you questions. Why do you want to know? Well, it's your blood. You ought to be able to know, and it's important. One of the other things that's a part of our flat belly lifestyle is our fruit, our superfruit. We have discovered the most powerful superfruit on planet Earth. Yes, it's the aronia berry. And we have it in powder form, and we also have it in juice form. So either way you want to do it, either way you want to have it, we've got it available to you. Now, guess what it does? It accelerates weight loss. It tastes delicious. It reduces your inflammation. Didn't I say that's the culprit? It fights age-related diseases. And if you're going to do the juice, you only have to take a shot glass, 1.5 ounces, twice a day, morning and evening. But let me tell you about something special with us, because aronia berry can be bought in a lot of places. You can find it in some stores. You can find it with some different companies who sell it. But most of them have the standard aronia. And it has a 15,000 ORAC score. What is the ORAC score? That's what helps us understand how effective a berry or fruit is at protecting your cells from damage caused by harmful substances in our bodies. The higher the score, the better they are at keeping us healthy. And that's how they rate berries and foods. But we have the privilege of joining forces with a farm in the Dakotas that the way they grow their aronia berry, it has a 40,000 ORAC score. Absolutely amazing. And we're hearing remarkable results from our aronia berry. So again, what do? Get back with the person quickly, let them know, look, give me your website. I need your website. Let me fill out this stuff so I can become a customer and start using this aronia berry on a daily basis. I don't go without it. My husband and I drink it every single day. And one of the important things that we know about taking our health back, because that's what this is all about, is that we need healing in our bodies. Now, I've been in ministry for almost over 50 years now. And I believe what the Bible says about laying hands on the sick and they shall recover. I've seen it, I've done it. But guess what? Oftentimes a person stands in the line for healing, and then they go back and do the same thing, but they never do healing in their body. Here's a step that you've got to do.
If you don't clean the colon, there is absolutely nothing that you can do to get well. I don't care how elaborate that it is, the practice is. I don't care how much money it costs. If you don't clean the colon, you cannot get well. Did you know obesity is storing your own waste? When that waste gets loose into the bloodstream circulates the body 9 times a minute. And it drops that waste in every cell in the body. This is the reason for eyeglasses. This is the reason for headaches. This is the reason for hearing loss. This is the reason for your hair falling out, is because the colon waste is in the bloodstream.
So we've got to clean the colon. And one of the ways that we can do that is through detoxing our body. We must detox our body. Let me tell you something. Detoxification is the metabolic process by which toxins are changed into less toxic or more readily excreted substances. Toxins are supposed to come out of us, but oftentimes they're living inside of us. They're staying inside of us, causing the high blood pressure, causing the inflammation, causing the diabetes, causing the heart conditions, all of the various issues and illnesses that we have. And every day, every single day that you wake up, we encounter toxins, whether it's through the air we breathe, the food that we eat, the stuff they're spraying on our fruits and vegetables, the pesticides and the herbicide, the water that we drink, and guess what? The thoughts we think. Negative thinking and stress causes a buildup of toxins in our bodies. So if you're listening to the sound of my voice and you're stressed out, you got a stressful job, a stressful life, a stressful marriage, in a stressful relationship, it's causing more harm inwardly than it is outwardly. And there are times when your body must take on a massive detox. And there may be some detox symptoms, yes, because those toxins don't want to leave. They've been living with us 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and they don't want to go. So yeah, you might get a little headache for about 2 or 3 days, or feel a little fatigue, a little nausea, but it's not like the side effects from the medication. These are healing, what we call Herxheimer reactions to getting a detox. So you want to experience this. So you may have some symptoms going on right now that let you know you need to detox. You're having some brain fog, anxiety, dizziness, your electrolytes are out of balance, your life is out of balance, you're having some reactions to your medication. Every time you take some medication, you really don't want to take it, you need to detox. Food sensitivities, your vitamins are out of balance, your autoimmune is acting up, you have an autoimmune disease. If you're on medication, you need to detox. And if you haven't gone to the bathroom already today and you had breakfast, you need to detox. If you haven't gone to the bathroom every time you have a meal, you need to detox. So it starts here. We've got several ways to help you. We want you to get in where you fit in, right? But we want it to become a lifestyle. It's not one and done. Now, you notice it says 21-day raw. That's what we mean, 7-day raw, because we've got to let this body rest. We overwork the body with our animal protein, with our meat, with our beef, pork, turkey, chicken, fish. I don't care what it is. The body has to work to digest it. So when we talk about a raw cleanse, we're talking about fruits and vegetables and salad. We're talking about eating whole foods, and we're talking about drinking juice from those whole foods, not the juice you buy at the grocery store. And then we're going to put some products, some natural products in those juices. One we call the eliminator, to help to eliminate the mucus. Mucus, where does that come from? It comes from our cooked food. It comes from our cheese. It comes from our dairy. I know I hit a button when I said cheese, because we love, love, love our cheese. But we need to eliminate that mucus that just magnifies itself in our body over time. Then we need to detox the whole body, not just a colonoscopy, detox the whole body. And that's what our liquid colonic does. It reaches in there and acts like a plunger inside our body, right? And then we need to do what? Nourish the cells, because many of us are vitamin deficient. Do you know that many of our diseases and stuff are a result of being deficient in vitamin D? And there's some other issues like Parkinson's and other maladies that we have that are directly related to us not getting the vitamins that we need. Because let's say you eat broccoli. Broccoli is good for you, right? But if you heat the broccoli, or if you saute the broccoli like I like it, or if you roast the broccoli, I like it like that too, now you're not getting the same nutrients you would get if you were eating it raw. And then we want to give you something to support your muscles, because we're getting off of animal protein. So we need some real protein, some plant protein, right? Now, for some of you, you don't even need to use this until you come off the detox. And you can use this as a supplement after you finish the detox, because you already got too much protein in your body. So when you start working with us, you'll have a coach to work with you, and they'll walk you through this whole process. But the bottom line is that there is no healing without flushing the sewer system. Yes, the sewer system on the inside of you. And then maybe you say to me, Dr. Roz, I don't know if I can do 7 days. I don't know if I can do 21. What can you do 4? Can you start with our Bitters Challenge and get the Bitters tea or the jar of the gummies that helps to curb the carbs? This bitter starts putting that sugar, because that's that sugar craving. That wakes you up in the middle of the night and makes you go to the refrigerator and get that ice cream. So we need to curb all of these. Either way, start somewhere. That's all I'm saying. Start somewhere. Go to our flatbellylifestyle.com website and get started, because now we'll give you everything that you need, the guidance that you need, even a community of people that we come together twice a week on Zoom to just check in and say, how's it going, and encourage everybody. But we want you to get started. Now let's look at another category, because I told you the person that told you to join this, or maybe you just slid over to Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or wherever you are. When you go to their website, you're going to see shop and you'll see categories. And one of those categories is edibles. Now, in our edibles category, we've got a number of various products that help with a number of various things. So when you understand what that goes on, guess what? Now you want to take our edibles, because they're infused with CBD. Now, there's a word. When I first heard it, I first heard that word cannabis, I'm thinking, oh no, you're talking about marijuana. No, none of these products are on the marijuana side of the plant. That's what I didn't know, that cannabis had two sides of the plant. It has a hemp side and a marijuana side. All of our products that have CBD in them come from the hemp side of the plant. What does that mean? There is no high. Absolutely no high. Just health products, healing in your body. Let your body get into homeostasis so it can do what God ordained for it to do, heal itself. So we've got it even in seasonings. Look at that. A garlic fire and a chili lime seasoning to go in all your cooking. Flatbelly gummies, I just talked about those. We've even got the power and the pure gummies. Talk about the kind of sleep that you want to get. That's what you'll get. We call it the REM sleep. That's the restorative sleep. Some of you have never had that, because you're waking up all night long in the middle of the night and you've never slept through and felt just invigorated the next morning when you get up. And then we have flight 25 and flight 50 for those that want to push the edge a little bit and raise up your level of creativity. But either way, that's our edible line. And you can take them and then go to your stomach. Then we have tinctures. Now, tinctures go up under the tongue. You take the dropper and you put 3 drops under the tongue. We always tell you to start low, start slow. And we even have our own proprietary formula for one of them. It's called Hempranium. It has black seed oil, turmeric, coconut, peppermint, hemp seed oil, and it has a carrier oil to carry it to your cells called MCT coconut. What's so powerful is that this goes straight to the cells because you put it under the tongue. We have it Hempranium, and then we have one that is the top potency called Hemp MD. So if you're that person and you've been dealing with an autoimmune disease for a while, we have people that have had great testimonies that were had MS and lupus and other chronic diseases. Yes, Hemp MD may be the place for you. And then you can add other things to that from our essential oil line that I'll talk about in a few minutes. But if you're a person who just, you don't like you're very sensitive to taste, well, guess what? We've got water soluble. Just put a few drops in your water, your tea, your coffee, your juice, your smoothie, and get the same results that you would get, because it's very, very water soluble, and the bioavailability of it goes straight to the cells. Even our elevation drops. Now, we've had people that have had Crohn's and other issues that have started using our elevation drops because it's designed, the formulation comes from the earth. And now we're seeing wonderful results from the elevation drops, and then our hemp-powered hair. Now I'm going to talk a little bit more about the hair division because it's a category, but it's here because we also have it as a tincture that you can take under the tongue to help you get that hair back, that alopecia, the epidemic of hair loss. Topicals, it's another category. And we have topicals that, one of the things we have to understand about topicals is that they don't break the blood-brain barrier. What does that mean? Well, sometimes with CBD, you're concerned about, is it going to show up on your drug test? Well, I'm going to tell you in a few minutes how we've covered that as well because of the little bit of THC that's in it. But the topicals, no worries, because the pain cream, the relief roller ball, the lotions, and the oud oil, none of them break the blood-brain barrier. But let me tell you a little bit about them. See, the CBD body butter, My goodness, it nourishes the skin while leaving a supple and silky finish. And it includes intense hydrators. Doesn't get you ashy like some kind of these lotions do or get your hands all stiff. This is going to hydrate your skin like organic coconut oil and goat milk. I love the Relief Rollerball because I'm on the go and I carry it with me everywhere I go. So if I've been working out and all of a sudden my muscles are sore, I take that rollerball and then I have one of my customers, she buys one to put it in every room in the house. So wherever her pain hits, she just grabs that rollerball. Or the Power Extreme Relief Pain Cream has so many natural elements in it, 25 different essential oils in it. And all it takes is just using a little bit from your pinky finger, and voila, we get testimonies of pain leaving. Now, we always tell people to wait and just let it work. But I've had people that they used it for their knees and they never ended up having to go get a knee replacement surgery, which was where they were destined to go at first. And then oud oil. Oh my goodness. When people use our oud oil, that's what they say. Ooh. Because it's nutrient rich with bergamot body spray infused with all natural oils, fast absorbing, and it gives your skin an illuminating glow and restores the moisture and just makes you feel silky. If you want to know, ask my husband. He can tell you about the oud oil. And then we have smokables. That's a category. Now, I know some of you say, well, I've never smoked a day in my life. Or some of you say, I smoked back in the day. Well, either way, here's what's so powerful about the pre-rolls. And let me add, they do look just like a joint, but it's CBD. I gave one of these to a young man when I went on a trip in the country in Georgia, and he had just finished a different kind of smokable. You know what I'm talking about. He had just finished a marijuana joint. And so I said, hey, check this out. And I gave it to him. Well, I saw him the next day. The next day he said, I don't want no more of your stuff. And I thought, oh my God, what happened? Well, this CBD killed his high. It made him relax, but he wanted the euphoria. That's what it does. It doesn't give the euphoria, but it takes that edge off. So if you're one of those persons and you're in a stressful kind of job, you're a teacher and the kids getting on your nerves, somebody else is getting on your nerve, whatever, you just stressed out for a minute, or there was a lady, she would go in through depression every so often because she had had a trauma in her life. Her son had been killed. And when that would happen, her husband would tell her to go and take her vape. She had a vape and it was with CBD because it went straight to the cells. Because of the bioavailability, it's fast. It works really fast, 1 to 2 minutes. So that's the benefit of the smokables, even if you've never smoked before. Our essential oils, this category is so powerful, and I didn't know much about this category in my life until I started becoming a certified wellness coach. And then I learned the power of essential oils. They go way back in history, but we've got essential oils that help with those of you that have the sinus headaches or sinuses problems. My husband used to, you hear me say used to have sinus headaches, but that first dispense nasal spray, 1 shot under each nostril, that's all you need. I mean, almost instantly it left his body. Black seed oil seems to just work for almost everything because it helps to improve your hair, your health, your skin, your joints, your stiffness, your pain. It rebuilds the beta cells of the pancreas. Who is that for? Those of you that are diabetics, dealing with diabetes, yes. Black seed oil really helps to build the beta cells of your pancreas, along with our tinctures that many of our diabetics will take. They'll take both. They'll take the hemp premium and the black seed oil, which it has black seed oil, or they'll take the hemp MD, which is stronger with the black seed oil. And then we have our essential defense. I love this. I love to put it in a diffuser because now you can have that all over your home and you're helping your immune system. We live in a society where we need our immune system operating at its optimum performance. COVID, you wouldn't have to be concerned about it as much because you could have a confidence that your immune system is operating at its optimum performance. Eucalyptus just brings your body in a certain place. Peppermint oil, I spray it in my mask. If I'm tired and we're driving, I put a little peppermint oil in my head and do that. Breathe it in, all of a sudden your alertness comes right back. Tea tree oil. Do you know tea tree oil is a great insect repellent? Bet you didn't know that. And then frankincense. I had a lady tell me if frankincense was good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me. And so frankincense is being used to help with relief from so many different things and heal scars on your body. We have some people that feel a little pain and they'll use that frankincense and the pain goes away. We didn't forget about your sexual health. Oh, yeah. And Marvin Gaye said sexual healing, but we believe in sexual healing because as we age, some things tend to happen or not happen like they used to. So the Cherry Bliss is a personal lubricant for the penile and or vaginal application, and it's intended to moisturize and lubricate. And then King of the Jungle. You hear that name? Yes, my brothers, we've got something for you to enhance your stamina, your libido, and performance. But guess what? I've got some ladies that have told me it doesn't just help the men, it helps the women. So they renamed it and they call it Queen of the Jungle. Same product, but it works for the men and it works for the women. Creativity is something I really, really love to share with my friends that are musicians and preachers and anybody that's on a creative base. You're thinking, you're hearing, open up that level of creativity. But we always say you must pay attention to what the bottle and the jar, what they say, because it's a cousin to Delta 9. So pay attention. Don't take a whole gummy when it says take a fourth. Start with the fourth. And there still are some cities that don't even allow this because it's so close to that Delta 9, but it's allowed because it's from the hemp side of the plant. I told you earlier we had a hair care area, right? Yes, we've got everything for your skin and for your hair to give you that glow back, to give you that body cream that you use for the supple of your skin, and then this 3-in-1 shampoo plus. Yes, it's a shampoo, it's a body wash, and it's a facial cleanse. It has a smell of peppermint. I love it. When I use it in the shower, my husband uses it for his hair to be his shampoo. It's amazing. Now we don't have to go and get all these other different brands of shampoos that might be doing some damage to your skin and to your body because of the certain chemical that they have in it. All natural. And the detangler every single day. I don't go a day without using the detangler because I'm not trying to pull, right? And then to thicken your hair is the hemp-powered hair. I talked about the alopecia. It is rampant. We have different things going on causing hair loss. A lot of it has to do with, we go to the beauty shop, we get the weaves and they're pulling it. You ever left the beauty shop and felt your head hurting? Yeah, because everything was so tight and you had to wait for those braids to loosen. So we want to be able to give you even a hair scalp facial. We've got a full kit that actually goes in, begins to just medicate your hair in a sense, because it goes in, it helps to loosen the clogged pores that are in your hair. And then, men, we did not forget about you. We've got a beard and scalp oil to help strengthen and thicken your beard and your hair. And all of these things, of course, with the hair, they work over time. So it's not a flam bam, thank you, ma'am. Doesn't happen overnight. We've seen so many results of people getting their glory back. So much so that we've decided to put them into bundles. You know how the insurance commercials talk about you can bundle your car and your house and your RV. Well, guess what? You can bundle with us now. Whether it's relief or glow or wellness, whether it's being calm, whether it's healing your hair, whatever the situation is, you can get a bundle. But the most important thing that I want you to know, because I know you see the flags that pass by, you see them CBD sold here, CBD sold at the convenience store, but it's not all the same. Every one is not the same. Even though it may say CBD, every bottle's not the same. But we are completely certified. We have our labs, we have a third-party lab that's not a part of our company that tests every product to ensure that what we say is in the product is in the product. 100% natural. We formulate our proprietary blends of herbs and botanicals to do one thing: elevate your well-being. And when I mentioned about you may be a person that has a career or a job, you may work for the city, or you may be in the police department, or you may be an athlete or whatever that has random drug tests, and you've been told you can't have anything that has CBD in it. Not so. We have a pure label that has less than 0.0% of THC. So guess what? That won't be detectable. Then we have a gold label that has 0.3% or less of Delta-9 THC in it. Does not give you the high, but that's what's legal in all 50 states because it comes from the hemp side of the plant. And then we have Delta-8 THC, as I said earlier, that pushes the envelope a little bit closer to Delta-9, but it's still from the hemp side of the plant. But there are some states that are not allowing the Delta-8 brand. But either way, we can take care of you, whether it's the pure, the gold, or the black label. Now, we always want to be careful and make sure that we explain to you how to use. We don't just want you to buy something and just like so many places you go in the store, they can't tell you where it's sourced from. They can't tell you anything about it. They don't even know how to tell you how to take it. But our tinctures, we always want you to start low, start slow. 3 drops, 2 times a day. Now, if you don't get the results that you're trying to get doing that 3 drops, then you can increase it all the way up to 15 drops maximum per day. By that time, surely you're gonna find some kind of results or some kind of assistance that you need. We go from 6 to 6 or 3, 3, and 3, 3 times a day, then you can increase it. Your gummies start with 1/4 of a gummy. We always tell people to start low, start slow. You're gonna hear me say it over and over again. Start with 1/4 of a gummy. Guess what? If 1/4 works, why do you need a whole one? But if it doesn't work, don't say it didn't work in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Give the gummy time to work because it has to go through the stomach, where the tincture does not. The tincture goes from under the tongue, going straight to your cells with our carrier oil. The gummy has to go through the stomach, so it takes a little bit longer. Not even as long as what we're saying here, but we want you to give it 45 minutes. But most of our testimonies, 10, 15 minutes is about the time they tell us, oh, I don't feel it anymore. Or, oh, I just went off to sleep. Essential oils, the same, 1 to 3 drops, 3 times a day. Topicals, put it where it's hurting. Is it hurting? Are you dealing with arthritis in your hands, your knees, your back, wherever the pain is? But now if it's an open wound, don't put it on an open wound, right? Smokables, just take 1 pull. Start there. If you've never been a smoker, definitely just take 1 pull. Now, for those of you that are smokers, you can do it a little bit more, but you just have a good time with it knowing that it's completely legal. And then our spices, 1/4 teaspoon per serving, and hair care and sanitation, definitely use it as directed. We've got some new products. Yeah, we got some fantastic new products. Protein Muscle Builder. Why is this important? Because we're getting older. I'm a baby boomer. And back in the day when I was a kid, I'd fall and scrape my knee and get up, and before the day is over, it's healed. But not now. So many times our seniors will fall and they break their hip. They never recover or it takes a long time to recover, or whatever ailment takes place because of a fall, it's because of the loss of muscle. So this product, it's a powder. Put it in your juice or your coffee or your tea, or put it in your smoothie. I sprinkle some of these on my salad. It contains HMB, which is used for building muscle and preventing age-related muscle loss and reduce that muscle breakdown. So we want to prevent bone loss and metabolism decreasing. And then one of our latest additions to our wellness dispensary is our EndoCalyx Pro. And this is United States patented on April 17, 2018. It's actually doctor recommended, but it's a natural peel. And this is what's happening. The capillaries in our body, they're so small. But those capillaries sometimes thicken because it's kind of like Velcro. You've got toxins coming through, you've got waste coming through, and they attach themselves. And then all of a sudden that artery thickens, and now you have plaque buildup, and now you're having blood pressure problems. Now you're having heart attacks, you're having aneurysms, strokes. Well, guess what? When that begins to release and those things cause that capillary to thin out, you're going to hear a testimony about this. Now we're seeing wonderful results because we don't need to live our lives. Heart disease is the #1 killer, right? But now we have an answer. We have another option, another solution. So let me stop for a minute and just let you hear some testimonies of people that have been using various products. Check these out.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Kimberly Smith Dotrieve. I am a board certified internal medicine physician, and I have had a very extraordinary relationship with Akana for the past 3 years. Akana has some very remarkable products that have changed the lives of my patients, my family, and even myself. My own testimony is that my head of hair, my locks, had become so thin and brittle because of a lot of stress and trauma that had occurred in my life. And when I started using the Akana hair care system, right away I noticed a difference. My hair was stronger, it felt more sturdy. And as I continued to use the shampoo and conditioner and that amazing hemp powered hair, I started seeing new hair growth, then the thickness returned, and now my crown of glory has been restored. But not only that, my patients and my family have had such amazing results. Blood pressures are lower, blood sugars are lower, pain is better. My husband, who is taking 4 different pain medication, is not taking any of them anymore because he uses a combination of the pain cream, the tincture, and the gummies, and that has his pain under control. Patients, I've been able to use the tincture and the gummies and the smokable to help patients with their anxiety, PTSD, and panic attacks. I have patients who are sleeping better because of the tincture and the gummies. And across the board, blood pressure reduction, I have seen it over and over and over again. If the patient's medication is not just being lowered, they are completely off of it because of these amazing, extraordinary, outstanding Akana products. And so, from a patient standpoint, you will live a better quality of life. From a physician standpoint, get on board and allow your patients to experience the better quality of life that these Akana products can give to them.
What brought me to Akana was one night because I couldn't sleep at night. So since I was 40, I've never got over 6 hours sleep. So I was listening to Akana, and at that time, it was Wakana, and you had Royalty 10. And they were talking about these gummies, these little gummies that just take a quarter of it and it's going to give you the best sleep. So I'm talking to the computer because my husband up there snoring. And I said, you know they lying, okay? But I'm going to get these gummies. Well, lo and behold, I got with somebody, I got the gummy. I said, okay, let me take a quarter because they said start slow. That was the best REM sleep that I had since I was 40, and I have been hooked ever since.
When I had my bioscan done by Dr. Prince, it told me I had serious intestine problems, which I was very aware of. So I did the 21-day cleanse. On the 5th day, I could have sworn I saw something swimming in the toilet. I wasn't sure, but it was real clear. So around the 10th day, I went to use the bathroom, looked back, you know how you do, you look back in the toilet, it wasn't nothing there. When I knew something had just came out of me. So I'm looking in the toilet, I knew the toilet didn't flush, so I looked in the front of the toilet. In the front of the toilet was sitting a mass, a nice size mass with brown little BBs, looked like maybe eggs or something, and something kind of swimming. But that's the first time I got that close to a toilet with my face because we became, close.
Yeah.
And so I looked it up. It was parasites. It was parasites that had came out my body on that 10th day. I recommend the 21-day cleanse because it took 10 days for that to come out of me. And when I say after that came out of me, I had so much energy, so much energy. Finished the 21-day cleanse. I had a colonoscopy done before my bioscan. My colonoscopy told me I had a blockage. They wanted to do surgery. The doctor was preparing me for surgery to cut me open and remove that blockage and put me on a colostomy bag. After the cleanse, I went back to the doctor and had another colonoscopy done. And guess what, y'all? It was gone. It was no longer a blockage there. I was crying. I was praising God on the table, man, because he wanted to cut me open to remove that blockage when all of time it was parasites. So that made me feel all these people that have to have surgery because of a blockage. I'm not saying this is the reason, but it made me feel that it's an alternative to having that surgery if you do our flat belly cleanse, because it saved my life and changed my life. Now, when I eat to my blood type, which is blood type A negative, when I eat to my blood against my blood type, which is I eat shrimps. And I yes, once a week, and I know it's bad for me. It say do not eat shrimps as A negative. I do eat shrimps instantly. After I finish them shrimp, my head fill up with mucus and my left knee gets a pain in it. So I know I'm pretty much, when I eat against my blood type, my body recognizes instantly. You know, it ain't no more, why I got a headache or why I got this. It's like instantly recognition of eating to your blood type, of what happens when you eat against your blood type, you know, what you suffer as far as inflammation and mucus and pain, you know, different things like that. Like I say, it saved my life and changed my life. I would have been sitting around here cut open on a colostomy bag if I had not did that cleanse, and it made me so happy to know it was my own product that saved my life and changed my life. After I finished that cleanse the first time, I was down 18.9 pounds of waste. So to me, I got rid of a lot of parasites, and the main one was blocking my colon. And thank God for the flat belly lifestyle, because it's not just a cleanse, it's a lifestyle.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Eric Prince, the naturopath, and I just want to say that I'm very excited now because we're starting to create a whole new avenue of health and wellness called holistic health care. This is an avenue that allows us to treat our ailments and issues at the level of the root cause. What this does is this eradicates your condition, restores balance, and allows you to live a life that you were meant to live as you did when you were in your youth. This is about returning back to our youth. Youth is not predicated on the time you've been on the planet. It's predicated on the condition of your body. And now we have the ability with this process and this program to reverse our biological age and live young for as long as we desire, because now your health is back in your own hands. Now your life is back in your own hands. The decisions you make now are the decisions that's going to benefit you from this point on, because now you're more aware that we now have a way of getting back because of all of the testimonies.
It was me and my wife. We did the 21 days. Dramatic changes.
I was able to lose 14 pounds, 6 inches. And I love the way I look. I'm not gonna lie, I am loving this. But let me tell you what I love even more. I dropped my cholesterol 50 points, blood pressure stabilized, and my doctor and I have been fighting for the last 5 years because she wanted to put me on a statin, and I absolutely refused. And she told me I would never change my cholesterol lowered by diet alone. Well, you can know how excited I felt when I had dropped it 50 points.
My results were 13 pounds over the period of 7 days. Yes, 13 pounds over the period of 7 days. I first saw it in my skin. My skin was like super clear, glowing. People were like, you look different. You sound different.
After taking the 21-day cleanse, I am down 26 pounds. My energy is high. My mobility is high. My quality of life is high.
It just cleared my mind, my body, and my soul. I got rid of 12.8 pounds of waist. My stomach is flat, and it assisted. It helped with my blood pressure. It's a great experience, and everyone needs to do this. We need to clean those toxins out of our system, and you just feel better. It gives you energy. You just feel better, and it's really life-changing.
At the age of 68 years young, the government was upon my shoulder to release the waste from around my waist. I also needed to clear up some other health challenges I was experiencing. Let me tell you guys something. Not only did the dermatitis and these weird chest pains that I was experiencing disappear, I went from 178 down to 163. I am living my life in the sunshine like a golden child, and life is, so good.
I was told, being an A blood type of my mom a long time ago, that I was literally a vegetarian. And now knowing what having an A blood type means, now understanding how to juice, now understanding that I need raw foods, it's a game changer.
I'm Gigi Harris, and I'm 67 years young. I'm living pain-free and medication-free, as well as being able to work out 3 to 4 times a week and eating according to my blood type. I believe just because you're getting older don't mean you got to look like hell going there. I tell you, I love having fun, I love to travel, and I continue to live in my imagination, and so can you. Just trust the process.
Percent blockage in my heart. I came here to the center, got a bioscan, and at that time, Melissa was taking a look at this Endocalyx probe. She overheard me telling Phyllis about what happened, and she said, "Royal, I got something here that you need to try." I bought it that night. There was 10 days to the angiogram. I started taking it right then and there that night. I took it for 9 days because I wanted that 10 day to be clear, so there would be no problems. I get there, they prepare my groin, because they're gonna go in through the groin. They sedate me heavily, because they intended to put stents on both sides of my heart. They get me into the room. Now they're preparing my neck. I'm like, wait a minute, what's really going on? Okay, talk to me quick. Then they said, well, to get to the other side of your heart, we have to go through your neck. I'm like, really, Lord? Really? Okay, meant you. 9 days, I took Endocalyx Pro. I got it at home right now, and I'm gonna always have it. Here's what happened. Okay, I wake up. My daughter's in there, and you know, I'm really messed up because they sedated me heavily. Good Lord, it took a day and a half to come out from under all of that. But here's what happened. Nothing happened. And the reason nothing happened is because before they got ready to do what they were going to do to me, and they checked my level, I'm going to quote what the doctor said. I was at barely 20% blockage. Barely 20% blockage 9 days after having 70% blockage. Do you hear me? My God! unbelievable. And so to this day, I continue to take it periodically. Okay, because if it did that in nine days, I don't know. But here's the thing about this stuff here. It doesn't just open up the vessels, it works on your capillaries. Those little bitty veins that he's talking about. It unblocked the little bitty capillaries and took me down to barely 20%.
She had something to be excited about, from 70% blockage to barely 20% blockage. Let me tell you, I don't know what it is that you are dealing with or who it is that you know that might be wrestling or living with the condition, or you just want to make sure they know about the information. And if you think you can benefit from what you've seen, get back with the person who invited you. If you stumbled upon the information on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube, if you're on the Zoom, if somebody invited you to the Zoom link, we'll be here tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're on the East Coast, that's 7 o'clock. If you're on the West Coast, that's 4 p.m. We'll be back again tomorrow at 12 noon and at 6 p.m. We got one more day after today that we're doing this blitz of information. Get back with them, ask them for their website, because we want you to be a part of what's taking place, because right now, until the 31st, there's a special. Yes, you can save 20% on all of our products up to $950 that you spend. Now, the minimum that you've got to spend to get that 20% is $100. And I'm telling you, after what you've heard, I'm sure you need some gummies, you need some tinctures, you need some whatever, you need the detox. We all need to detox. And as this lady said, if you're dealing with your heart, then you understand what you need to do. So get back with the person who invited you. Thank you so much for being here today. And listen, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.